he's snobbish. He thinks he knows more than a lot of other people. How dumb can you be? I mean, that's just dumb. That's a new fool right there. That's a new kind of fool. That's a new kind of stupidity, okay? So let's get that out the way.
What do you think of this trade request?
Idiotic. Let's get that out the way.
For the longest, Stephen A. Smith has been one of the biggest Kyrie Irving haters, and it's always been personal. Instead of just talking about his game, what he can do better, whatever it is, he will take personal shots. So he just went on a Paul George podcast, and they asked him what's him and Kyrie beef, and this is his first time he actually really addressed it. Before he always say, it's not personal, well, it is personal, I'm going to keep our stuff behind doors. So let's listen to this, and I'm not going to physically show it because I don't want a copyright strike, but y'all will get the gist of what's going on.
And the whole people in New York not praying for him to come. Damn right. But the thing about it is that when that stuff happened with Kyrie, you know, he and his father and I are fine. But it got to a point where it wasn't, because unbeknownst to the public, the father, loving his son, was coming to his defense by sending me text messages that, quite frankly, I didn't appreciate. And so because of that, it took on a life of its own. And credit to Kyrie, I mean, listen, it's really nobody's business, but I feel because the story took on a life of its own, I really, really owe it to people to let them know I hope I'm not violating Kyrie's trust, because I usually don't betray people's trust. That's just a big thing for me. But I will tell you, we were at the Staples Center. Kyrie rose up on me. Lakers, Memphis Grizzlies. He rose up on me. I think it was either that or Denver. He rose up on me. He taps me on the back and he's like, "You still got that same energy face to face?" I said, "I'm standing here, ain't I?" And he was like, "It's really not about me anymore." And I looked at him and I said, "You're right. It had become about me and his dad, and how we had elected to communicate with each other. And the shame of it is I'm 55. Obviously, his father is around my age. And the younger son was the one that had to educate us. This is really about y'all." Mm-hmm. And so I just said, that's what men do. Kyrie Irving is right. And I called his father. And we resolved everything, and we met face to face, and it's no problem. I said to him, "I'm still going to judge your son by what I see. But this notion that there's going to be personal animus or whatever, I thought I was just doing my job. If it looked differently, that's on me." And so, you know, real knows real. And when you're a man, you own up and you fess up to the things that you did wrong. Right. And I'm going to always be that dude.
So the first thing you have to understand is, if you are my age, I'm 55, you're 55, and you are going on the national TV, remember, you're the number one show in the world, number one, you're getting the most views, and all you're doing is painting a negative picture about my son and giving him personal attacks on just his opinion on life, not want to take a vaccine, and you calling them idiots and stupid. Like, no, we're going to get some straightening, and some furniture going to have to get moved, because it ain't going to go down like that. Now, he said they resolved it. Now, I want to go back. Remember when him and Jay Williams got into it?
How many times have I mentioned Kyrie Irving over the last few weeks?
I don't seem to be the one being triggered right now.
Well, I'm always triggered.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
Okay.
I've seen you. I watch your show every day.
So what?
Are we talking about Kyrie, or is this personal?
Seems personal.
I don't want it to be personal.
What seems personal?
It seems personal for you.
For me with Kyrie?
Yes.
You
1,000,000%.
You of all people with all the interest you have got the nerve to sit here on national television and tell me I'm getting personal with a player? I don't lose no sleep.
I didn't say you lose sleep.
I don't lose any sleep over Kyrie Irving.
I didn't say you lose sleep.
I'm passionate about the subjects I'm passionate about. I don't accuse you of getting personal when you take the position.
You have accused me of getting personal.
Oh, my God.
You have, Stephen A.
Now, me and Kyrie have our differences that I don't think will ever be settled. He knows why. It's personal. I'm not going to say why. You know, Kyrie Irving and I have had our differences, as everybody knows. I don't hide that. Our differences are none of y'all business, but they're differences.
It's always been personal with Stephen A. Smith. So with Stephen A., because the average viewer don't really understand it. Your boy get it. What Stephen A. Smith usually do, he will bash a athlete, bash a person, talk down on, right? And when he gets some drawback, he gets some reaction from it that he don't like, he always start off with the friendly coworker approach. Oh, Kyrie, he's an amazing basketball player. He's going to do the best. Paul George, he's one of the best to ever do it. So he's going to hype you up. KD, he's going to hype you all the way up and talk about for like 5 minutes straight how amazing you are. And then he's going to only go 10% of what he once recently said. And then he's going to bring out something that's factual. So when you hear his take, it will start off with, oh, Kyrie, he's amazing. He all of this type of stuff. He didn't take the vaccine and it hurted his teammates. And then he would go as if he's a great basketball player. If he would have played and supported KD, they will possibly win a championship. So you're watching, you're like, okay, yeah, I kind of agree with that. But in reality, the original thing you said was Buddy was an idiot. He was dumb. He think he's smarter than everybody. That have nothing to do with basketball. And that's why most athletes and people always coming on Stephen A. Smith like, bro, what is your personal thing? My opinion was the higher ups told the token black person, hey, Stephen A., we need you to go in on Kyrie. Your takes is already real pushy on him. We need you to attack him. He said he don't want to take this vaccine. That is a no-no. So we need you to completely go hard because we're trying to push this agenda and he have too much of a following not to promote the same agenda we're trying to do. So we need you to attack him, make him look dumb, make him look bad. And that was the situation. So it's good to see that they kind of brought it back full circle. That's on Stephen A's side. It'd be interesting to hear from Kyrie dead or Kyrie's side. But yeah, what's y'all thoughts on that? I just found it interesting. He actually finally talked about it. Make sure you guys like this video, leave a comment that will help push it out to the masses.